Oh, fuck. Welcome to Naughty Knitting Sacks and the Fuzzy Sheep. I am the owner of both of those companies, Katie Otto. I currently reside in Cumming, Georgia. It is funny every time I say it. This is episode 3. I missed the beginning of January due to some health issues, which are still ongoing. I will try not to talk about those. This is a little bit of a sweary podcast, and all of the naughty stuff will be at the end. Welcome back. And if you do not like the naughty, have a nice day. This will also include some of the homesteading and garden plans that I have for this next year, because it's January and I can plant my garden in January. I am going to start out with my finished objects, and the first one I am going to try to put up a picture. Dude, I have to learn technology and it's fucking frustrating. Anyway, the Sesame Street sweater. I finished it. That's the picture. We put the picture in. The Sesame Street sweater finished. I don't know if I have the day that it was finished, but it was sent out, mailed to the friend of the friend that ordered it, and it, I haven't heard back yet. I'm just patiently waiting because I figured they're busy, and I don't want to intrude or push or find out, because it took me so long to finish that, and I don't want to pitch, but it is done. I finished it, and I don't have it in my hands. So, the previous episode, I did talk about what the yarns were, and I want to say they're Cascade Heritage sock. So it is washable. I have no idea if it fit him. I have no idea if he liked it. My concern is that it was actually too small for him, but I don't know. I haven't heard yet. I will contact them and try to have an answer by the time I do my next episode. I'm going to try for once a month again. We'll see how that went. I am now every 2 months. Anyway, other FOs, which I did post, and we're going to do another picture here. No, we don't have to do a picture. No picture. We don't have to do a picture. I finished it, and it's here. And she did wear it to school. So this is the Flax light sweater by Tin Can Knits, and it was knit in Cece's wool. It was like a yarn baby. It was humongous, and it was awesome, and I love it. She's in the middle of renovating her shops right now. She's Guilderland, New York, I think. Anyway, I made it to Little Pixie's specifications. She is long-limbed, and loved it, wore it to school, got very upset because when she came home, there was a pull on it. And luckily it's just a pull, the yarn didn't break, so I have been smooshing it back in and redoing it so that it would, so she can wear it again. So she does like it, and she does wear it. I should probably explain the, I don't use my kids' names on Instagram or YouTube, so I called her Gremlin, and she didn't like it. So she told me, and I said, well, you could pick out something else. And she's like, well, I'm like a little pixie and I flit everywhere. So I was like, that is perfect. So she is now Pixie. The big boy child is still a gremlin, because I fed him and he grew. older gremlin is 12 and is now 6'1". Fun times. Irrelevant information. The other FO that I have is my Musselburgh hat, which Musselburgh that I was working on. I finished it. That was where I think I was last time, so I fully finished it. It is the largest size that you can do. It's the largest size. Ysolda. That's the only name I remember. This hat has no recipient, meaning a lot of the stuff that I make either goes on my Fuzzy Sheep site because I don't wear that type of stuff, but I like to knit it. It goes to my children, or it is special order by its special order. This one is not special order. I made it because I love it. This colorway is Fire Pit from my best friends over at Needles at the Ready. Dyed by Kevin, my birthday twin. And I think that's all I need to say on that. It's super wash wool. It's so squishy and I love it. But not for me. Not for me. I already have one. Next one is not here. I think I had started them in the last episode. They have gone to the special order for the We're going to try that again. The mitts I had in the last episode were already sent to the recipient. I had the same yarn and I made 2 sets of mitts. The mitts are my own patterns, and one went to one of my Gremlin's bus driver, and the second one was a special order to a friend in Pennsylvania. She special ordered them. Anyway, those are gone. I do have a picture, and I do have the yarn. And I will explain that yarn in just a second. Actually, I can do it. I can do it now. We can do it now. I can dig. It is, or was, Dream in Color Classy. This is a 100% superwash merino, and superwash merino. Oh my God. 250 yards, US 7. It's very squishy. I love it. In fact, I love it so much I'm making a sweater out of it. I will try to put a picture of both of the mitts that I finished because they are different. They have different cuffs on them. The other things that I did finish are all right here. I finished mitts. Lots of mitts. These are I want to see, these are Cascade 220. I'd use those a lot for my mitts. I have 2 different styles. This is my own pattern, and the pattern is in the Fuzzy Sheep. I don't think it has different sizes, but I'm working on that. So I'll do a couple different sizes. So this is the smaller size. They fit, they stretch. This is the other cuff. This is the different cuff that I was talking about. So I have 2 different cuffs that I use. Basically, the top is the same. There's no picking up stitches. It's just binding off for the thumb after you hit the gusset. Then I did this size, which I'm absolutely loving the color. This was all from one skein. I want to say it was Noro Woolen Silk. It takes me a weekend to make a pair of mitts. and then those will go in my shop. They might be in the shop already. I will have to definitely look at that. Next FO, I do not have the tag for the yarn anymore. The yarn is a cotton. It's a brushed cotton, I think. This is a flax sweater because they're the best starter beginner, and I can just whip through them already. So I made a cute little sweater. Just a little basic, totally cotton, squishy, soft, cute, adorable little sweater. No recipient, no person, none at all. The next one, I will put all the information in the comments. Nope, in the information section. I did a collaboration with Teresa from Pretty Twisted Yarns. Hello, Teresa. And she and I did a Christmas colorway, Christmas naughty list. And the bags were only available. I made the bags. She made the yarn. It came as a kit on her website. There will be more collaborations, I'm telling you. Anyway, naughty list. I had the bags on I didn't bring it with me. The bags are on, oh, this is crazy. The bags, where were the bags? The bags and the yarn came as a kit, and you could choose your base. So she sent me some of the DK. Oh my God, it's so squishy and I love it. I made a basic hat pattern. I used it, it's a striping. It was so cool. So this is the naughty list, and oh my God, it's so squishy. It like micro striped, which is awesome. And I made a hat for me. These are mine. And apparently I have to finish my ends because I haven't finished my ends. And there was enough to actually make myself a hat and mitts. I love them. They're so squishy, and I haven't worn them yet because I haven't tied in my ends yet. Sewn in my ends. That's okay. And then I have FOs. Is that all the FOs? I thought I had another FO. I do not have another FO. I don't have another FO. So, new projects. We've moved on. We're moving on to my whips. I started another one because I finished like 3 sweaters, so we have to start another one. I decided to do the Love Note by Tin Can Knits. I wanted to test it out. I went through my stash and I picked out a purple one because I wanted to do one in purple. Don't know why. I love purple. So I picked out I had some mohair, and I'm not a fan of mohair, but okay. Found some mohair, but there was only one skein. And I was like, okay, perfect. I have a purple cashmere. Yay! I have 2 of them. I was like, I'll be able to knit an adult small. Won't be for me. Fine. One of the purple cashmere, this is full-on cashmere. First of all, it's lace, which isn't going to work. So I was like, I'll use 2 skeins. because I have 2 skeins of it, and then I'll just use it on all 3. So it would have been this one, 2 of these, and 1 of these, and golden, right? Oh no, one of my cashmere skeins just pulled apart, got caught, knotted up. I couldn't even get it off the Swift. So absolutely not going to happen, but it's a fingering, it's lace, so I have to have a fingering to go with it. So I went downstairs and went through my stash, which is embarrassingly large, and I found this. It is a lace as well, and I was like, oh, perfect. I have no idea where the tag is, par for the course, and I'm doing all 3 of these together. Lovely. They are hanging out. I'm going to get my yarn all tangled, but they are hanging out in one of my bags that has the mermen, because they're awesome. So far, I have made it past the sleeves. Excuse me. And the lace part. And I gotta be truthful. The neckline, I don't know. I kind of like it the way it is. I love the lace pattern. I have a very, very easy time with lace. If you gave me a simple pattern, I have the worst time with it. But lace, complicated lace, I love Victorian lace, not a problem. Other stuff, no. They're like dinosaur names. I don't do that. So this definitely won't fit me. But I'm using enough of the I have enough of it to make a small sweater, child's small. So it'll be really too small for me, but we'll see who will wear it. I don't have anybody in mind for it. I just wanted to make it, which I'm allowed to do. So the next project I have that I've been working on, some of the ones that I showed last time, I haven't worked on them at all. Didn't sound fun to me right now. Plus I was doing all the other stuff. So my next whip is another sweater that I've been working on. I don't think I showed it last time. Again, I have a ridiculous amount of whips, and I just started that other sweater. Anyway, this is one of my fuzzy sheep bags. It's the slouch bag, and it does hold a sweater's worth of yarn in a sweater. So I am making it out of that classy dream and color yarn that I was talking about. This is the colorway Gilt. I love it. Oh my God. It's so squishy. My yarn condom from my friend Aquila at a Lefty Knitter podcast. And it is another flax sweater from Tin Can Knits, because I can't stop making them. They're so lovely. I have various versions of them, mostly cropped because I make my own dresses and my own shirts. So they look nice with that. So we use what classic. They go with everything. So I've been working on this for a while. So it's not like I didn't start it this month. This has been a whip that's been downstairs for quite a while. And it is possibly not my color. I don't care. I love it. It's squishy, and yeah. So I am on the body, and then I will be stuck on Sleeve Island. I did not do the back on this one. So on the Pixie's sweater with the flax light, I did the short rows in the back, because that way she could have a way to identify which is the front and the back. And that was my first time doing the short rows, and it worked out really well. I really like the idea of the having a front and a back, because when I make my own dresses too, I little runner in the back of the binding to denote which is the front and the back, because it doesn't matter. This shirt has a tag on it and I put it on wrong this morning. So, oh yeah. I have one more whip, which I have not talked about. And I'll explain this in a minute. One more whip. I have decided, I wear hand knit socks. I have decided to do the box of socks again. Because I love the socks. I love the socks. So I wear hand knit socks all the time, and decided to make, a couple years ago I did it, 28, doesn't matter. I decided to knit myself a box of socks. So I picked out 12 yarns in a December, and then every month I will start another pair of socks in hopes of finishing them. This is easier for me. It's not for everybody, because I wear short socks. I don't like long socks. I don't wear them. So when I wear short socks, it's quicker for me to make an entire pair of socks in a month. I'm behind. So my first, I also went through stash because I have a lot of stash. My first, these are actually really long for me. I made a short sock. So this is unidentified yarn. I have no idea. Again, I put so when I wind my yarn, tangent, squirrel, I hate squirrels. When I focus, when I make a skein of yarn into a cake, I very nicely put these things folded inside the center of my cake. Where did it go? I don't. They disappear. There's something stealing my cake labels. Jerks. Anyway, this one I'm calling my copper socks because I like the way it kind of copper micro stripes throughout the whole thing. I knit it top down. It is, let's see, top down. I had to go real small on this, and I did not write the information down. Size 1 needles. I did start the second one. I've made a mess. Who stops in the middle of a row? That's ridiculous. Fucking crazy. I knit the first one. My goal is to be done. I knit about an inch and a half a day on each one. Let's talk about the pattern. The pattern is a very, very simple blueberry waffle sock pattern. I have no idea if that's free or not, so I'll have to look that up. And then top down, heel, flap, and gusset, and regular rounded triangular toe. So this is my favorite style of sock. I like the bounciness and the squishiness of the blueberry. It gives it enough texture that doesn't bother my feet, and enough texture to where they're squishy and they don't stretch out and I don't have to worry about it. I have no idea if it's hand wash. So now it is. It's going to be hand wash. I don't, because my children have bigger feet than me, so it doesn't matter if I felt them on accident. Nobody can wear them. The box of socks. So the 12 that I've picked out, losing my voice. I've picked out, I'm making a mess. The 12 that I have picked out are in a box, but not in the box because I have not, for fear of losing the labels. So I have 4 that are not bound yet. Not bound. Bondage. Focus. Not caked up. So these are my 4. I have roosters. Oh my God, backyard chickens. And Threads by Megan Nicole. Oh my God, this is so squishy. I can't wait to use it. And Best Friends brown agate at Needles at the Ready. Hello, Best Friends again. And Smooshy Cashmere, Dream in Color, because everyone needs purple socks. And I'm going to go through these real quick because I know who some of them are and who some of them are not. No idea. It is not even a full skein, but it will definitely handle a pair of socks. Oh my God, y'all, there's one in there. Which is weird because I know exactly who this is. This is my friend Ryan at Ryan Yarns. Athens, Georgia, I think he's out of. But look at those green speckles. Oh my God. Cascade Rainbow for June. And I love this sock yarn because, oh my God. So a lot of sock yarn, when you wash it, they felt or just, it's awful. And I'm very hard on my socks. I love this Lion Brand sock. They're a little bit scratchier, but they don't make it anymore. Mani Petty. I have about 4 socks literally in this colorway that I kept buying. So I'll just make myself a bunch of socks with it. So I think one skein will make me a pair of socks. And then I have this colorway as well, which is crew. But I love the way they wear because they hold up. This is, oh my gosh, I'm pretty sure this has silk in it. Don't worry, she'll tell me in the comments. My mother-in-law, the Feel of Fiber, her name is Linda, she dyes yarn. And she dyed this colorway, and I have been I stare at it, and I don't actually knit with it, and that's just wrong. Oh, Label Thief has gone. I don't mint green. And the last one is, I know who this is, and I don't have it's 100% wool. I love the way it smells. Essence of Autumn. She is a Canadian yarn dyer, and oh my God, I love her stuff. I love it. I made a shawl, like a purple speckle shawl. Oh, that has purples in it too. Tangent. Purple shawl. I made the purple shawl. I made a dotted raised shawl, and it was fabulous. So this is a little bit toothier, but it's still really soft. And I just thought that was like the perfect falling leaves colors. So I have all 12 of my yarns, and I mapped them out so I know which one to use because I will forget, and I will map out which yarn goes to what month. Is that 13? That's not 13. I'll count later. It's no big deal. My incoming projects that will lead into will, for knitting, I have, of course, I can't get my water open. Snap top so I don't spill it because my nickname is Catastrophe and I will spill it. So I couldn't get it open. Anyway, future projects. I have so many that I want to go through. Anyway, one of them I've had in my stash because she's amazing and I never got to it. So that's on my list for to do next. And they're going to match my socks. So I don't know if anybody recognizes the kit. I did a kit with Trilogy Yarns for Pride Month. And I have the kit for the actual cowl. It's a rainbow cowl. It's so cool. So that's my future project. I also have several hats and stuff that I want to make and a couple more sweaters, nothing specific. I just kind of put them on the side. Oh, I forgot a whip. I forgot it because it's in the car. It sits in the car, and I'm going to see if we can insert the picture here. That is, I want to say Socks Felici. And they sit in the car so I can have a project because leaving the house and getting to my destination and I forgot my knitting project, that's unacceptable. Absolutely no way. So I have a pair of socks that I keep in the car for basic knit, and then I don't care. You can do whatever you want. I also have, for another project, are we confused yet? Please tell me you're taking notes because I didn't. I have another hat. I bought this a while back. I'm sure it's lovely. Not my favorite. But I'm still going to use it. So I bought a Felici worsted. I love the purple and the gray and the pink together. But we're looking to go through stash. So I will add a couple more projects. I just got commissioned for a baby blanket. So as soon as we find out where she wants to go with her, I haven't even purchased the yarn. So we'll do a crochet baby blanket and get that out to her. So yay, babies. And moving along. So shop news. I went full bore at the beginning of January. I have my business plan. I have things in motion. Here we go. I do have Valentine's bags coming out in the next 2 weeks. The next shop update is, did I bring my calendar? I probably did not bring my calendar. I did. I brought my calendar. The next shop update is January. Oh, it's this Friday. This Friday, January 26th. So there will be a shop update, and I will have Naughty in the Naughty knitting sacks, and then I will have the fuzzy sheep as well. So those are the non-naughty bags. And thank you to all my customers last year. I did the best ever, and I very much appreciate the fact that you support my naughty and my naughty business. My nasty business. My nasty business. Speaking of which, the new fabric is coming in hopefully this week. And the water bottle is closed and I still spilled it. I'm not even shaking it. I don't understand what's going on. I'm all wet. It's not appropriate. The naughty business, I have Valentine's Day fabric and anti-Valentine's Day fabric if you remember from last year, or anybody that didn't remember from last year. So going on what I made last year, I made stupid Cupid bags. So I'll be doing that again, and there will be a combination of both naughty and not naughty in the shops this next 2 weeks Friday for Valentine's Day or not Valentine's Day. I don't have anything to show for that because I left all that stuff down in the office, and I will do a shorts or more YouTube stuff later on this week. Last and final thing. I do homesteading in the suburbs. I'm a farm girl. I grew up on a farm in upstate New York, and I have quite a bit of medical problems and medical issues that are compounded when I have foods that I'm not supposed to. So I have food sensitivities, and I try to avoid them. It was Christmas. Mistakes were made. I'm owning up to it. I was miserable. So we have changed that. One of the ways to combat my medical issues and help heal my gut in the way that it needs to be healed, because I don't have a diagnosis from doctors as to why the things are happening that they're happening. They want to shove pills at me. That's a whole separate story. I'm not going to get into that because it's traumatizing. Due to the sensitivities of food, it is easier, way easier and cheaper for me to provide my own garden with my own fresh veggies and fruits. So the whole thing started because I wanted to see if I could produce enough food for my whole family for a whole year. So I do canning and bread making and everything. So because we had moved from upstate New York to Georgia, and I had to relearn how to garden in the South, bugs, y'all, bugs, the fucking bugs. I had to relearn everything. So I started out small, and I progress and expand every single year. So I do have enough. I did actually get to can a lot of the things that I grew this year. So because we are in Georgia, I start my vegetables and some of my flowers in January. So I grew tomatoes, and I grow everything. Oh, update. Update for me. We're going to try this again. So last year in the garden, which has to do with knitting, I grew cotton. I grew cotton so that I could spin it, and I have the cotton. I will try to post a picture here if I can. And I did the cotton. I grew cotton. There's probably enough for me to spin and have a washcloth, which I'm really excited about. And I will grow cotton again this year because it was really fun. I've learned a trick to keep the birds, because I would, as soon as the pod or the bowl would pop open to start drying, the birds would get it. So, and probably the squirrels. We don't talk about the squirrels. Anyway. This weekend, I did a bit of canning because of the way I eat. I cannot eat processed foods at all. And even when you think they're the gluten-free stuff, I can't have them. My body does not, absolutely not. So I have to can, or not have to. I like to can so that I have convenience foods. My family, I grew up doing it. I do it all the time. I did not, I try to stick to grass-fed, grass-finished, and I have a supplier that does that, including his pigs. Their pigs are raised out in the woods. So that seems to be safe for me. I've had the pork, and it's not a problem for me. The sausage, everything. The beef, not a problem for me either. They are not a lot of chickens. And then they have lamb this year, so I might try some of the lamb. In the meantime, I bought from the regular grocery store, I bought grass-fed beef, and we had a canning session. So I buy beef stew meat, and then I process it in my pressure canner. I use Tatler lids, which I love them. It's so much less waste when doing that. I do also have a gardening channel that is called the Sassy Sandpiper, which I do explain why I'm called the Sassy Sandpiper. I'll do a quick one here. I am 5'5". Everyone, including my children, everyone on both sides of my family are over 6 feet. So my husband's family, not genetics, I understand, but my best friend from high school is 6'2", and then my other friends are all like right around 6 feet, including my sister, who is 6 foot, and I'm 5'5" on a good day with shoes on. So I look like a little sandpiper running along after everybody else because my legs are so short. Anyway, the Sassy Sandpiper. Please go subscribe to that channel, and I will be doing more of that as I garden and do things with that. I will be, I also did the beef and the mushrooms. This is probably all over the place, and I'm still trying to figure things out. I canned mushrooms. Now, best part is I can't actually have the mushrooms. I react to mushrooms. So I make these for my husband because he does like occasionally like a stroganoff or marsala or whatever. And I can't convenience food. So when I go to make it, I'll just dump one of these in and it'll be fine. I make jams and jellies too, and we will be making those later in the year. I have raspberry bushes, and I hope that y'all will come back again. This is going to be edited. I also realized that maybe I didn't swear a lot. This will be edited. I will have more at the beginning of February. So it's not very far away, but I wanted to keep it on the 1st because I have to have a schedule. So thank you for coming to visit me, and please let me know, subscribe, like, and I will see you again in a couple weeks.